Shabbat Shalom, everybody. And what that means is peaceful Sabbath. I am working on something very salacious. It's called There's No Such Thing as an Antichrist. Yeah, not the way you understand it. It's completely going to be mind blowing. Yeah. So, if you haven't yet, and I have a very good one over there, it's called Caesar's Messiah. See, most people don't understand that the word Messiah just means anointed one. And from a Mosaic, meaning what God gave to Moses, perspective, Messiah, in the frame that we were taught through colonization, don't exist. Yeah. So I don't want you to get upset with me because I know most of you will. But I want you to tune in to Dr. Lovely's Couch Cafe. And when you have some time, go on over there and check out my Caesar's Messiah. All, and I do mean all, of my notes are there. No, there's some good stuff in there. See, yeah, we're going to get to it piece by piece. So for the Christians that are seeing this is not disrespect. This is years of studying. It's a reason why you are not taught. From a historical standpoint, everything you're taught is biblically based. You see, as a psychologist, if you really want to fool someone, you give them certain guidelines. And in those guidelines, that's where they stay. That's how you ill-inform, meaning misinform someone. So, everything I do have notes attached to it. Because I know a lot of people don't have the time to study in depth. Yeah. It will blow your mind. But it also bring a whole lot of understanding. Yeah. So, again, stop on over to Dr. Lovely's Couch Cafe. I'm on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, everywhere. You can find me. I'm there. I don't only just talk about biblical stuff. But I dig into that biblical history, and I don't just dig in it from the way the colonizers taught us to. I get into the history. You know what I'm saying? Like people like Marcian of Sinope. Yeah, he's the one he wrote the first draft of the New Testament. There's something very important about what Marcion said. You know what he said? He said the God of the Old Testament and the God of the New Testament aren't the same God. They're distinctly different gods. But he wrote the first draft. But you know how they get you? Just on his Wikipedia page, right? The one they have dedicated to him, they tell you he was a heretic. But they don't tell you the rest of those people, those early Latin fathers, Tertullian and all those other guys, they followed him because he set the groundwork. So as a psychologist, you know what that tells me? The people down this way in history, they got to cover that up. So it makes it look like what they're saying is true, that he was a heretic. But you forget, he wrote the first draft, the only draft of written work from a Christian perspective was written by him. And he hated the Jews, or let me not say Jews, because I don't like that term, because that's another thing we'll break down another day. But the children of Israel, yeah, he hated them. He hated them. He hated their God too. So if you hate some people and you hate their God, yeah, that New Testament gonna reflect that. And it helps you to understand that there is a heavy Greek, right, undertone in Christianity. Now, that's not me being salacious again, but I know a lot of people won't like what I said. But it's the truth nonetheless. How did I get here? Well, let me tell you how I got here. asking questions. And I ask questions and ain't nobody answer them. You know what the questions I asked was? Oh, in the New Testament, the people were still keeping feast days. What's a feast day? It's a festival. But it's God's appointed festival that nobody ever keeps anymore. Not in the Christian religion. No, they don't. You know why? Because colonizers made them not do it. Yep. That's another story for another day. I also asked, why do people worship Jesus and they don't worship the Creator? Don't you do it. I know y'all gonna be in my comments and you're gonna be mad at what I said, but I'm not lying. I did ask. I've been asking since I was a little girl. Nobody could ever tell me that. I got a whole lot of roundabout answers, like Jesus died. Yeah, I got that part. But why? I need context, and I ain't get no context. So you know what I did? I prayed, I talked to God. I asked for understanding, and slowly by slowly, I got it. Because you can get it too. Yeah. This is the last piece. The reason why it was so important for me to do the studies I did was because Marcion and the rest of them felt it was necessary to just steal the writings of the Israelite people, but none of the concepts. They alleviated it all. There's no Hebrew aspect to Christianity at all. They left it out. We're going to take these writings, we're going to claim them, and we're going to reteach them again. That's what happened. That's exactly what happened. So when everybody view the Bible, they view it from a Christian standpoint. Say what now? Yeah, that's what they do. They get mad and then they say, I'm not a Christian no more. But you still Christian. You still have a lot of Christian ideologies. Yep. In your thinking, it never stops. It stays there. This is why psychology is amazing. It helps you to understand how to program a person and how that programming still works even though they think they removed themselves from it. I know a lot of people is going to be mad at me, and I'm not even being salacious. No, I'm very passionate about my work and my studying. But the truth is, that is the truth. You can take yourself out of Christianity as much as you think you want to, but that Christian values that they forced in your ancestors and the rest of the folks will always be there. And this is not me being salacious. This is being truthful, because no one really knows about Marcion. And the people that went to seminary that do know about Marcion don't really dig into that Hebrew concept, because seminary teaches you about religions. It's the study of religions. Theology. Theos. God. This is not to be salacious nor disrespectful. It's time for y'all to wake up. It's time for you to get understanding. And I know this is not going to be easy for a lot of people to hear, and that's called cognitive dissonance. But there is something that you really need to understand about it. That's why I got on here today. It's time to really get understanding. And without it, it's going to be hard. And I have more. But since TikTok is doing a month of history, I figured I'm going to break down all the history I know, piece by piece. And I'm going to come on here and tell you that I done it. Because I can't do it all here on this platform. But I can, I guess. But I'm damn sure finna get started. And I'm starting today on the Shabbat. The day that the indigenous also kept too, but that's also another story for another day. Peace, love, and light message.